My husband decided to have a friends with benefits affair.
Things kind of progressed a little more than
I
I
don't want to be
wanted.
friends with a mistress.
Mr. and Ms. Hunsinger, can you come on the Zoom call? And Ms. Thompson, same.
Do you need me to turn on my camera, Judge?
Yes, I want if you're going to be on Zoom, you got to be where I can see you. The Hunsingers, you on the Zoom call there?
Yes, I'm trying to get my camera working. Sorry, Your Honor.
Are you Mr. Hunsinger?
Yes.
I'm going to need you to be stationary.
Okay.
And then maybe put where that sun every now and again, kind of hits me in the eye. So maybe move where the sun's not directly behind you.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you. So,
Is that better, Your Honor?
I guess the Hunsingers or the petitioners,
Correct.
who wants to speak first?
I can.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Go ahead. How is it you need an order against Ms. Thompson?
I need an order on Miss Thompson because my husband decided to have a friends with benefits affair with her, and she has continuously reached out to his place of work, which is UPS, on May 5th, and she, without his consent, RCW 9A.86.010, disclosing intimate images to his employer with false name and expressing she thought he was possibly doing this friends with benefits on the job. And she has repeatedly contacted me via Facebook, which I was grateful for. And then she bashed my family on this web page on Facebook called Are We Dating the Same Guy? The first time, and I had asked her nicely to take it down, which she had done. And she wanted me to be friends with her. I don't want to be friends with a mistress. She wanted to meet up with me, meet my kids, confront my husband in person, and I didn't want that. I was very cordial and very vague with her. She wanted me to call her inappropriate names. My heart is not foul, and I just think it takes two to tango, not just one. And she got upset that I deleted her off Facebook, so she then posted again on Facebook and bashed my family. And I think it was very inappropriate. I did tell her I was going to take legal action, and she had put a restraining order on my husband on May 21st with the Pierce County District's office, and it was denied because there was a anonymous statement, which was false because my husband and I were at home on the 16th. We just had lost his sister unexpectedly on May 10th. So we do have witnesses of being home that day. And I just am very upset. She continued to contact him by different phone numbers on this app that my husband was using. And her fiance also reached out to my husband multiple times on Facebook and texting. And we have not talked to her. We have not reached out to her. He had stopped all contact on May 8th with her per UPS, per the union, to try and fight hard for his job back. I don't know why she went to the extent of turning him into his employer, especially sending intimate photos without his consent. And yeah, I'm just wanting
When was the
protection
last
for my
time you heard
children.
from her?
The last time I heard from her specifically, I would have to say I am sorry, Your Honor. I deleted my Facebook, so let me just pull it right back up for you.
Looks like there's two there. What was 17? Was 17? That's King County.
The last time she had reached out to me was on May 24th.
All right. And you haven't heard from her since then?
I have not, no.
Mr. Hunzinger, could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth with your hand up in the air? Do you swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can put your hand down. Go ahead. What you're part of this. You're a petitioner also.
Your Honor, me and Cheyenne had a texting friends with benefits. We met on a 10-minute break. We met on a 30-minute lunch. Things kind of progressed a little more than I wanted.
Well, I don't. Yeah, well, hang on just a second. So I'm not sure I completely agree with that based on what's I've seen in the statements from both parties, but go ahead.
I made it clear that
I guess the point I'm making is if you didn't want it to progress, why did it progress? But that's not really what we're here for, but go ahead.
you're correct, Your Honor. It went further. I believe she wanted more and I didn't want more. I'm married. I shouldn't be doing this. I understand, Your Honor. She did make false accusations. I quit all contact May 8th, and I didn't want any contact. My union, everybody that I've talked to, my mom, don't make any more contact. Hopefully this thing she'll just go away. I got calls from my union that she was calling my work saying I texted her mother, sent images. That is not true, Your Honor. I have not had any contact, and I can put that on my grave. I put that on my son's life. I have not had any contact.
Don't be talking like that. That's completely inappropriate.
Okay. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have had zero contact with her since May 8th. Not anybody she knows or anything. I just wish that we can go our separate ways and the harassment on her end can stop with all these false accusations.
All right. Hang on just a second. So, Ms. Or anything further, I guess?
I just go ahead, Kayla.
No,
No,
I
not
don't know
for
who he's
you,
talking
ma'am.
about.
I've already heard from you. I'm here. I'm talking to him. If you want something to add at the end, I'll come back to you in a minute. I'm talking to Jacob.
I would just like for all this to go away. Like I said, I've cut contact since May 8th was the last time I contacted her. And all I ask is that she please stop going to my work, making up these fake text messages that I've been texting her. I have not texted her at all since May 8th or contact anybody she knows. I never went to her work. I was at home with my wife and my wife's best friend's mom. My sister just passed away. So I just want things to go. Please let us just go our separate ways, and that's all I ask.
I just have one question. This is just a yes or no question. Are you still employed at your employer?
No, not well. It's under investigation, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Thompson, could you raise your right hand? You swear and affirm the information and testimony you provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you asking for an order in King County?
Yes, I am.
Do they know about that?
I'm not sure if they've been served or not.
So you were asking for an order in Pierce County that was filed on May 21st. I was told by Ms. Hunzinger that was denied. Now you're asking for another order out of King County?
Correct.
All right. I'll hear your position on on their request for an order.
I don't think it's justified. I haven't made any fake Facebooks. I haven't made any fake accounts to text them. I wasn't even aware that my fiance had reached out to them. I just want this all to get over with. His employer had made it explicitly clear that they needed those images and they said it was okay. Of course, I'm going to trust somebody that works at head of security over my own judgment, which I probably shouldn't have done. I admit that.
Is there a court date set in King County on your second no contact order?
Yes, there it is, June 16th.
June 16th? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I know the King County stuff we can't see. I know that. All right. Well, that's not in front of me. The only thing in front of me here right now is whether or not an order should be entered in favor of the Hunsingers restricting you, Ms. Thompson. There is a court date in King County. But the order, if you refer back to the definition that I read about harassment earlier, this was not a real positive breakup, and frankly, not a real positive relationship, given the context of everything that I've heard about this. Like I say, you both want the same thing, so to stay away from each other. But, one thing that, and I hear a lot on these cases, and I might even be here in other cases here this morning, you need to stop this person from bad-mouthing me on Facebook or Instagram or some other social media website that I've never heard of. I can't do that. People can render an opinion, or I've had even people say on a business, stop this person from making bad Yelp reviews. I can't do that either. And so, people have the right to express themselves on social media and so forth, and there's nothing I can do about that. I can enter orders that keep people away from each other and not talking to each other. But given the context and the emotion that's described, I don't find that this rises to the level of harassment. I will tell you, Ms. Thompson, though, any sort of reaching out to them again, I probably would consider that harassment based on everything I've heard here today. I'm not sure what's happening on your King County case. I will say that judges sometimes tend to be a bit skeptical when they go to one court, ask for something, don't get it, and then think, oh, well, maybe I'll go to a different court with a different judge. Maybe I can get it there. I don't know. I can't speak to King County Superior Court, but that would always make me scratch my head about, hey, what's exactly is going on here? So you might want to think about that. And if everybody really wanted to stay away from each other, they wouldn't drag each other into court. And so, but for today, your petition, the Hunsinger's petition for the order will be denied. But like I say, ma'am, Ms. Thompson, I might have a different result if any sort of contact comes up. And you need to think about what you send and who you're sending it to and all of that. But that'll be my ruling here today.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Folks are all free to leave the Zoom call.
With another party such as this, and you just can't seem to work it out. Don't resort to taking the law in your own hands.
We'll hear the litigants' reaction